Okay.
Yep.
So, good. Right. Hi, everybody. It's Lynda Keane here, and I'm very honoured to have Paul Kaye here with me. And Paul has a company called reboundtherapy.org. I think, is that the website, Paul?
It is, yes, and it's also the working name of the company, which is short for Rebound Therapy International Limited, but that's a bit of a mouthful. So everybody knows us as reboundtherapy.org.
Excellent, that's brilliant. And Paul is based in East Grinstead, and his company, which he's going to tell you a bit about, and all the exciting things, which is why we've got Paul here with us today. They run training courses for this rebound therapy. But alongside that, they have complementary equipment, which helps with the hydrotherapy aspect of things. And so what I'm going to do now is, as with yourselves, I'm going to sit back and enjoy whilst Paul tells us all about his company and about this exciting piece of equipment we can use for hydrotherapy. So Paul, it's over to you. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, thank you, Lynda. So I'm the CEO of reboundtherapy.org. We provide rebound therapy training courses, in-house mostly, for special needs schools. We train the special needs school teachers, TAs, physiotherapists and occupational therapists to become rebound therapy practitioners. And rebound therapy is the use of a full-size trampoline, not as a sport, but as a therapeutic aid. We use the moving surface of the trampoline to provide opportunities for enhanced movement patterns, therapeutic exercise and recreation for a wide range of disabilities, almost the whole spectrum of disabilities. It's very popular in the UK. There are 1,624 special needs schools in the UK, and about 60% provide rebound therapy on a regular basis for their students. And there are many, many benefits of rebound therapy, depending on the type of student. For example, those with cerebral palsy, we can use it to relax or normalize muscle tone. People with autism, we can use it for calming, increasing focus, concentration, eye contact, interaction, and many, many benefits for different people. And the programs that teachers use will depend on the objectives they're hoping to achieve. And we can measure and record the progress and provide evidence of outcomes as well. This is part of the course. So that's what rebound therapy is all about. It's not only in the UK. We have a training centre in the US, in Tennessee. We have Gymnastics Australia are licensed to run rebound therapy courses. We have 2 training centres in Canada and a new one in South Africa. So it's a worldwide thing. It's been running since 1972 in the UK, which is where it was founded.
Brilliant, brilliant. We found we do start off a lot of companies and then they seem to disappear. But luckily, this one has stayed in the UK as the main. Oh, yes. So that's really, really good. Really nice.
It was founded in 1972 by a guy called A.R.E.A, who was the head teacher of a special needs school. He was also a physiotherapist and a PTI in the RAF, and at one time a professional footballer as well. He's done a lot of things. And he started it off in 1972. And then I joined him in 2006 because my background right from when I was 18 is in gymnastics and trampolining. So I joined him in 2006 and we developed the website and developed the program further and then started to take it abroad. Eddie's still going strong. I think he's 84 now, something like that. Still gets on the trampoline. He's a very good example. Yeah, a very good advertisement for the health benefits of rebound therapy.
Excellent.
But I know your particular interest is in hydrotherapy and swimming aids. And there are many activities that are complementary to rebound therapy. And one of them that we're involved is a hydrotherapy aid called a Sensafloat, which is, I'm going to try and show it to you, but I can send you, I don't know if you can see it. I'll put it on the floor here.
Yeah, I can see that. That's amazing.
It's a matrix, if you like, of balls sewn into this net. and it's a fantastic complementary activity for rebound therapy, particularly for those with profound and complex needs or severe motor impairments, because it can give them the confidence in the water that they wouldn't ordinarily have. Initially, perhaps you might lie on it, so I'm going to try and show you. You might lie on it, and all these balls are supporting the body, so they feel that their whole body is supported.
Yeah.
And they learn and develop confidence through fun, because once they've got used to just lying on it, they might put a hand in the water and splash, and then they can learn how splashing can make the raft move, or they might kick against the edge, or maybe they'll put two hands in the water. So they build their confidence in the water through having fun. And there's many ways
fabulous.
This can be.
I mean, I can think of some uses for adults as well.
Oh yeah, we use it. Yeah. My wife uses it with adults. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking like even amputees when they first go into the pool and their meta center is off balance and that they're not sure, it would help with that. People that have had a stroke, people with motor neurons disease, any of the sort of neurological conditions. My mind's already
many benefits. Many benefits for many people. The reason it's yellow on the outside and blue on the inside is simply so blind people, if they have any vision at all, may hopefully see where the edge is, because you've got the blue of the pool, the yellow, and then the blue again, the two most contrasting colours. So they gives them a sense of perception of where they are, that sort of thing.
Yeah, fabulous.
The balls in the middle are slightly smaller. This allows water to slosh over their tummy, which just stops them getting cold, basically. Because if they're too dry or stay too dry, they actually get colder. So it allows water to go over them, but they still feel completely supported.
It's very
and
nice
there's many things
that sort of like that swaddling, feeling of being wrapped and that safety. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, and you can use it, like you said, in many ways for different people. It's not going to be very easy for me to show you this, but I can send you a video. But some people are terrified of having getting their faces wet.
Yeah. And
so we move it into a position like this. I don't know if you can see, which is we call this a delta wing position. And we put their head, I don't know if you can see that, we put their head in here. So their face is completely enclosed, but they can still breathe because this is full of holes.
Yeah.
So they can then splash their arms and legs about, but they know they won't get their face splashed. So again, it gives them the confidence. For people that are more able, we can fold it in half. So only the trunk is supported, so they can put their arms and legs in the water. For people with a hemiplegia, we can fold it in like that, so that the arm that they can't move is supported and the other arm can go in the water. Many different ways of using it. You can roll it up and teach lateral rotation with it, and many other things. I can send you video and
that'd
things
be
like
fabulous. That. Yeah, that'd be really good.
It's made by a company called Gymtech. We don't make it. It's made by a company called Gymtech, but we provide the training courses for it because we're a training organisation.
Yeah.
But the person that invented this is Eddie Anderson, the founder of Rebound Therapy.
Excellent.
And in 1992, when he invented it, he won the CBI Toshiba Invention of the Year award for the product design.
Excellent.
So it's been around for nearly 30 years now, and it's always been a great complement to rebound therapy.
Yeah.
Hydro and rebound are just fantastic complementary activities.
Absolutely. So how long, thinking about cost effectiveness as well on it, sort of how long or how old is the oldest one that that's still going strong? Because you said that they last. So
yeah, Eddie and I went into a school in Norwich 2 years ago, and they had two there that they had bought in 1994. So what's that? That's 26 years or something. So maybe not quite that long. 24 years. 25 years. They last a long time. They're not cheap. They are expensive. They're handmade by Gymtech or hand sewn, but they just last forever.
Yeah. I mean, that's the important thing, isn't it? If it's because you get, floats last a long time, but noodles don't. So they're sort of like, they have to be cheap because of that. But if you've got something that is going to cost you a bit more, I mean, I've got some bits of equipment that cost a lot of money, and that, you know, you get what you pay for. So
you do, and you can repair these, of course, because, you know, the balls, they're not ordinary balls. They haven't got an injection hole in, so when they get pushed, they pop back out again.
all right.
But if there's some damage, you know, you can just cut it, take the ball out, put another one in, stitch another one back in. You know, the thing is repairable. It's not a throwaway item.
Well, that's excellent as well.
There's no reason really why you would ever throw it away, because you could repair it as and when. The only damage I've ever seen is where people have used them to play a game where they sit a child on it and they drag them round the outside of the pool. You know, and of course it wears the cloth on it, the netting.
Yeah.
But again, that can be stitched up. We don't recommend that you do that. It's supposed to be used in the pool, you know. Yeah.
Does it just come in the one size, or do you have a couple?
Just the one size, because when it's too big or when they're ready for a smaller one, fold it in half. Okay.
Does that make it more buoyant and float higher in the water than when it's folded in half?
Slightly, yeah. It will slightly, yeah. And for some people, you might want to give them extra support under their head. I don't know if you can see this. So you'll fold it that way, to lift their head up more. You know, so that's normally how people start using it, with it in its full size, and then you adapt the shape of it to what they're working on. You know, more able people, you'll roll it like this, and you'll teach them lateral rotation on it, and even sitting on it and balancing in the water, which is, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing.
No, not really. Oh, there you go. Yes.
Well, you can roll it up and sit on it and learn, play balance games.
Yeah.
So they learn.
Like seahorse. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and they learn and gain confidence through fun, which is what we do in Rebound therapy. It's all about learning and gaining confidence through fun, and you can teach anything through a subject that's fun. Anything at all. I mean, that's part of our training course. You know, we say don't just think about the physical exercise, think about what you can do with this. You know, very often, because people are having fun, they will be distracted from their ordinary day-to-day existence, and they might start to communicate better and that sort of thing. We use it for teaching numeracy, color recognition. Can you point to the yellow balls? Can you point to the blue balls? You know, that sort of thing. Yeah. To even teach things like clockwise, anti-clockwise. Now, if you splash there, can you go clockwise? If you splash there, can you go anti-clockwise? That sort of thing, you know. So we use it as a cross-curricular teaching aid as well. Excellent, excellent. Oh. So that's Sensafloat in a nutshell. It is. So how long is the training course for it? How long? It's an online course. It's about 7 or 8 hours. Some people just do an hour here and there. Yeah. Other people will, I mean, some schools devote, you know, a day to their staff, and they do the whole thing in one day. The first thing is theory. They have to learn the theory, and then there are videos to watch. There are record cards to download and learn how to use. Then there's a theory assessment to make sure they understand about risk assessments and benefits and contraindications, important. And then a practical assessment. We give them 7 or 8 exercises to do with a person playing the part of a student on the Sensafloat, and somebody else films them on camera, and then they send the video to us and we assess it and bat it back and forwards. And then when we're happy that everybody understands how to use it and what they can do with it, what the benefits are and how to be safe with it, then they're certificated. So who's it accredited by? Rebound therapy is accredited by the Association for Physical Education, A.R.E.A. They're the people that oversee all the schools' training guidelines. Okay, so if it was to be used by sort of swimming teachers or people like that, then the accreditation would still be recognised for them in, you know, or people that own their own pools, if they take in sort of clients and things? I can't really answer that question. I don't know, because I think that a swimming teacher, it's not a swimming teacher qualification, it's an add-on module. Yeah. So someone that owns their own pool should really have their own swimming teacher STA or ASA qualification. This is just an add-on thing that they can use. It's not a swimming qualification. It's just an add-on or CPD, and it's for schools. It's accredited by A.R.E.A. I think for people that own their own pools, it would be considered to be an add-on module to their STA or ASA qualification. I can't really speak on behalf of another organisation. No. All I can tell you is for schools.
Yeah, it's very difficult because at the moment I'm getting asked a lot about sort of the qualifications in the UK, and it's one of my passions to try and bridge gaps between the physiotherapists and the people who, like myself, really, you know, been in the industry for 26 years and have sort of come up and all right, I've got a degree and a master's, and therefore I can even work now with the pandemic. I am still licensed and insured to do that. But you get the people that have been working in the water for years, and then sort of like as they get older or have a sort of different interest, they start to go down the rehabilitation and therapy route, i.e. by having sort of children maybe coming in that have more disabilities or something, and suddenly they sort of like find themselves going down that journey. But in the UK, we're not acknowledging that, which I think is a shame, because there's some people out there with some amazing skills. And for me to work in the water, you've got to love being in the water, because, you know, pre-pandemic, I was in it 6 to 7 hours a day. Now, there's not, unless you love being in the water, there's not many people that are going to want to be in there for that quantity of time. No. So it's, you know, it is trying to find things that will help, you know, these people that are passionate and they understand the water. You know, if you in it, on it, around it for that amount of time per day, you know, or even 4 or 5 hours a day, then you're going to understand how the human body moves in the water. So I'm trying to sort of bridge these gaps and help to bring the education of people who are that passionate about that environment, and give them more, really, and make it more recognized.
Do you work with any people with disabilities?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Maybe I'll lend you one and you can have a go with it, and I'll send you some work cards and give you some ideas of how to use it.
Well, that would be good. Yes, I've got a young lad at the moment, she says, with Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, and I've got another young lad with complex pain syndrome, and another lad with Marfan's syndrome. Be interesting with the Marfan's. Actually.
Is he very tall?
Yes, he's 13 and he's 6'7".
Oh my goodness! Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so he might be a bit big for it, but worth trying, certainly.
It would be worth trying. But the thing with him, one of the things is, because of course he is still growing, he just hasn't got the control over his limbs very well. No. And this is part of the problem. He's in a lot of pain because he can't control, and his muscles, you know, he hasn't got enough muscle mass to control this large skeleton. But really nice. Very, very nice young man.
Where are you based, Lynda?
I'm based...
Oh, I'm losing you again. I'm going to go closer to the router. I'm losing you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. Yes. I'm based...
Our internet is a bit dodgy.
I think what happened, yeah. Well, you can't say nowadays everyone's suddenly going on the internet, because they're all on the internet all day, every day, aren't they? So, but yeah, I live in Hertfordshire, near Watford, but I am in Bushey, but I'm based at the Royal National Orthopaedic Hospital in Stanmore. So there's the leisure centre that's there, Aspire Leisure Centre it is now. It was Aspire National Training Centre. So yeah, that's where I am.
And you are working at the moment, aren't you?
I am working. I'm not in the pool at the moment, unfortunately, unless I go to I've got some clients that have got their own private pools. But in fact, I read today in the news that they're going to sort of start opening up the leisure industry on March the 8th. Yeah. Yeah, when the schools are opening up. So I think we'll be back fairly soon.
So let me know when you're back in the pool and working with people with disabilities, and I'll get one up for you to borrow for a few weeks and try it out. And I'll send you some videos of how it's used. and some work cards and things. I think you'll find it very interesting.
I will, and I'll make sure I video my progress as well with it, so you can have that as well.
Yeah,
we'll put that up on our page.
That'd be good. Yes, so we don't sell the product. We only provide the training course for it. The product is sold by a company called gymtech.com. That's GYM-TECH.com.
Oh, okay.
And they make it in the UK and they sell it, Gymtech. But it's a good product.
Good. Well, it looks like it. As I said, I was very excited when I sort of like discovered you and thought, yep, I need to get you to sort of tell us a bit more about it and everything. So
I'm pleased to. Yeah. And there are other products that are beneficial for or complementary to rebound therapy as well. Hippotherapy, of course, and an amazing product that we've just discovered. It's made in Minnesota. And they've sent us one to try out. It's a vestibular training aid. And it's the most amazing thing. You wear a harness. It's going to be very hard for me to describe. You wear a harness, and this harness is attached to a rope and pulley system. So you wrap it around a beam or some overhead thing, even a hoist. Yeah. And you lift the person off the floor, and then you might get them to have their arms out, and then you gently spin them. And they learn by bringing their arms in, they'll spin really fast, and bringing them out again, they'll slow down. And it helps train them, or helps them with their vestibular and proprioceptive awareness systems. Yeah. And it's the most amazing thing. And so we're just trialing it at the moment.
Excellent.
We think this will be a complementary activity for rebound therapy as well.
Yeah, well, it needs to go in the
pool. Autism. Sorry?
You need it to be in the pool.
I don't think you'd use it in the pool. No. But the Sensafloat, yes, you'd only use that in the pool.
Yeah. All right. Well,
thank you.
Yeah, I think that's about it, isn't it? I think very exciting, and I'm very excited to see what we can do with this, and hopefully it'll stimulate some interest with the people that follow us, and they'll look up and be in touch. Really, they can be in touch with either of us, really, I think.
Yeah, you, me, or direct Gymtech. Yeah. Anything that comes to us, we'll just forward it to Gymtech, the manufacturers, anyway. Yeah. We're nothing to do with Gymtech, but of course, every time they sell a product, there's a chance of us getting a training course for it. So that we work very well together. There's a good sort of cross-marketing arrangement that we have, and every time, someone wants to do some sort of hydrotherapy training course, we say, well, why don't you buy a Sensafloat, So,
absolutely.
That's the arrangement we have with the manufacturer, which works very well.
Yeah, no, it's superb, lovely. All right, well, thank you very much, Paul, for showing us and introducing us to the Sensafloat, and for telling us about rebound therapy. I think there's a lot of interest in that aspect of things as well. So we'll stay in touch, and hopefully get some of your videos so we can share those as well, so people can see that. And stay safe and stay well.
And you, Lynda, thank you very much for your interest.